a lot of, at least I know personally, my friends, a lot of my friends are mommies of more than one kid, and they really don't have a whole lot of time to do makeup or anything like that. And then I have a lot of friends that don't really like to do their makeup. Um, they just they don't want to sit down and spend 30, 40 an hour, 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour doing their makeup. So they requested me to do a video that basically kind of using as minimum amount of stuff and kind of as natural and quick as possible. So this is kind of my look that's maybe takes about 10 to 15 minutes or less. A couple of things that I do, not everyone needs to do. Some people don't care about their eyebrows. I used to never care. My eyebrows have just gotten very sparse, and it really looks like I don't have any out here, and I don't particularly like that look. So I draw on my eyebrows and just kind of fill them in a little bit. Once again, that's not something that everyone needs to do. I use two different setting powders. I use one for under my eyes, and then I use one for the rest of my face. Some people can just use one. So a lot of the stuff you can kind of, I guess in a sense, customize. So that way it works more for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, I will link products that I use. I'll link in the description. I did pull out all stuff that is drugstore. There's only one thing that I realized. I do not have a single highlighter that is drugstore. So my mission later today will actually probably be to go find a drugstore highlighter so I can use that. I am all about using products that help minimize my pores. I really like this e.l.f. Poreless Primer. Okay, I'm not a fan of pink, but I think this container is freaking adorable. I usually just go in with about one pump. It's kind of a lot that comes out actually. And then I will focus that just kind of on my T-zone. I will bring a little bit on my forehead. And then any excess, I will just go ahead and kind of rub all over. I just focus it mainly in the T-zone where your pores are the largest. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have it in soft beige. It is light to medium coverage. I usually will go over my entire face, and then I may put just a little bit more if I notice that there's any spots that I just want a little bit more coverage. So it's kind of hard to tell how much product like this to use because you don't necessarily have pumps or anything. Excuse me, I just realized I never put my light up. So I'm just going to pat this all in. Once again, this is just medium to light coverage. I have several jobs. This is what I would wear kind of to maybe my daytime job where I don't necessarily need to look too glammed up. This e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer is amazing. It is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape and about a quarter of the price. I got this in fair beige. It is a tad, with even how pasty white I am, it is a tad too light for me. So I put that on, and then I also go in with just a tiny bit of the NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer. And then I have this in CW01. It just helps make it a little bit darker so that way it is not too white on my face. Huge doe foot. Love it. I don't go crazy. Just a little coverage, and also brightens up the face a little bit. And just blend it all out. And this is where kind of with the excess, I will just kind of put it on my eyelid as like a base primer. The one that I've really been liking lately is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, once again in Banana. It's really good. It's huge. The other one that I use for my full face, I've been liking the Coty Airspun Loose Base Powder. And I have mine in the translucent extra coverage. I am all about that coverage. And set the Wet n Wild one under my eyes. So I'm just going to put some in the lid and set the rest of my face really fast. Next up, once again, you guys can skip it if you want. I am going to just fill in my eyebrows a little bit. I actually really like, this is e.l.f.'s just brow pencil. I swear, they write them on the end and they're so small. I need a magnifying glass. This is in neutral brown. So they have a spoolie on one side, product on the other. And this is a little bit more natural looking than if you were to use like a pomade or anything like that. So I really, when I do this, I really just kind of fill in. I don't want them to be super, you know, super glam or anything like that. I just really want them to kind of be natural looking. Alright, next thing we're going to go into the eyes. I will be honest, sometimes I will not put anything on, or if I have just like something that's a little bit of a glow, I may just tap that on. Or I may just put on a bunch of coats of mascara and call it good. I do just want to put on, because my face just, I feel like it's very washed out right now. So I do just want to put a tad bit of color on my eyes. I'm not going to do anything crazy. It's going to be probably 2 shades, maybe 3, but probably 2. I got Makeup Revolution London palette. The Luxie is the large eye blending. brush, I am going to, since I already have like the primer on my eyes and it's very matte now, I'm not going to worry about putting like a base shade down. So I think I'm going to go in, well, I'll just go dark. I'm just going to go in and put this color right here in the crease. Always tap off the excess. So I'm just going to blend that in the crease really fast, just to give myself, like I said, a little bit of color. It's a really pretty color. So I focus it in the crease and towards the outside, and then when there's less product, I bring it closer into the inside, and then I also buff it up to my brow bone, basically. Here is one of my brushes from Too Faced. This is a small shader. This is part of the Mr. Right collection. They were so cute. They all had like, it's this beautiful pale blue color, and they all, let me not flip you off. They all have these little bows. I don't know, I just thought they were super cute. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of shimmer shadow. I think I'm going to go in with this color. And I am just going, I'm not going to spray it. Like I said, I'm not doing like a crazy pigmented look. I just want a tiny bit of shimmer to happen on my eyelid. So very neutral, very very light. I'm just going to use that brown color right there. I'm going to go along the bottom lash line first. Okay. My camera cut off. I'm really hoping that it was recording that entire time. I'm not going to put any on the top because I'm going to put just a couple coats of mascara on. I have been using the NYX On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara. This is in black. It is awesome, very affordable. I am also, does anyone else have this problem? I somehow manage to always get freaking mascara, and I'm praying I don't do it right now. I always get mascara on, whether I do it too much and like hit my eyelid. I always tend to get mascara on my eyelid after I've done my eyeshadow. I don't know how or why. Alright guys, so my camera completely died twice in between my filming. My battery was going bad, so I had to switch that up. The only thing I finished doing is I just put on 2 coats of that mascara that I was using. I'm going to bronze my face really fast. Once again, I have no color. Love Physicians formula. This is the light bronzer, butter bronzer. I don't know why I have a weird obsession with the smell of this. This is a step that you can skip if you don't do the bronzer. So in other words, you could probably get your makeup done in about 7 minutes if you skipped some of my steps. Next thing, I'm going to go into the Maybelline Fit Me blush. I have, oh, it's just in mauve. Told you, I love my mauves. I use like a kabuki brush, which you're supposed to use if you do liquid foundation, but I like using it because I literally just kind of tap on my blush. I'm going to use the Glam Glow kit, and I am going to use, once again, this is a step you don't have to do, but I'm going to use the highlighter in the middle. That one's too dark for me. That one I could use as like a highlighter on my eyes when I do like my super glam looks, but right now for the cheeks I'm just going to use the middle one. And then, like I said, my BH brushes, love them. Just put a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. There's a whole lot written on that bottle. I always do set my makeup. I sweat. I have an obsession with touching my face a lot. This just kind of helps keep everything on there. And then I am just going to put a little bit of lip gloss on. Not going to do full lips, anything like that. I love this. This is the Essence. It's a plumping nude lip gloss. Very pretty. And then this one is in the shade 06 Big Bang. Nice nude color. Gives just a little bit of a pink shine. Alright guys, well that is it for my 10 to 15 minutes. Once again, a lot of these steps you guys can skip. If you don't want to do your brows, if you don't want to bronze your face, if you don't want to do highlighter, you can use one setting powder. You can use one concealer. You don't have to use concealer. I personally like to cover the bags under my eyes, and I like to brighten it up a little bit, so that's why I use concealer. Once again, I use 2 colors just because I don't want it to be super duper light. So there's just a lot of stuff that you really can kind of customize to yourself, so that way it's not even as long as what I do. And once again, like I said, I don't, sometimes I don't even put anything on my eyes. I just kind of put concealer or something like that, just so it's, matte and not shiny. You don't see like your eye veins popping through or anything like that. And yeah, so I hope this is good for all you mommies and people that just don't like doing your makeup, but feel like you kind of need to sometimes. I feel ya. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you later.